Today, the story is about a young boy named Sam who learns from a wealthy mentor, Mr. Williams, how shifting your mindset, seeing problems as opportunities, embracing failure, and investing in yourself can lead to real success. In a small town, there lived a young boy named Sam. Sam came from a modest family and had big dreams. His parents worked hard every day, but money was always tight. Sam always admired the rich people in his town, especially Mr. Williams, the owner of a large mansion on the hill. Mr. Williams was known for his success, his wealth, and the way he carried himself. Sam, with his bright eyes and curious mind, often wondered, how do rich people think? One sunny afternoon, Sam found himself walking near Mr. Williams' mansion. He had heard that Mr. Williams often took a stroll around his garden. He stood at the gate, nervously looking at the large mansion and the green, well-maintained garden. Gathering his courage, Sam walked up to Mr. Williams and said, "Excuse me, sir, can I ask you something?" Mr. Williams looked at Sam and smiled. "Of course, young man. What's on your mind?" Sam hesitated for a moment, then asked, "I've always wondered, how do rich people think? What makes them different from others?" Mr. Williams paused and looked thoughtful. Then he motioned for Sam to walk with him in the garden. As they walked, Mr. Williams began to speak, his words slow and clear, as if he was explaining something he had learned long ago. "Sam," Mr. Williams started, "rich people don't just think about money. They think about opportunities. They see the world differently. While many people focus on their problems, rich people focus on finding solutions." Sam was eager to understand more, so he asked, "Can you give me an example of how they do that?" Mr. Williams nodded. "Let me tell you a story. When I was your age, I didn't come from wealth. My family was poor, just like yours. But I always knew that if I wanted a better life, I had to change the way I thought. When I was in my early 20s, I had two options. I could either work a regular job and live paycheck to paycheck, or I could start thinking like an entrepreneur." Sam was curious. "What does thinking like an entrepreneur mean?" Mr. Williams smiled. "It means you stop thinking about just earning money from a job. Instead, you think about how you can create something of value, something that people would pay for. Entrepreneurs focus on solving problems. The bigger the problem you solve, the more money you can make." "Exactly," Mr. Williams said. "They see opportunities in the problems that others complain about. When everyone else says, 'This is too difficult,' rich people say, 'This is an opportunity to create something new.'" They continued walking, and Mr. Williams pointed to a small tree, the garden. "See that tree? When I first planted it, it was just a small seed. But I didn't focus on how small it was. I focused on nurturing it, giving it water, and letting it grow. That's how rich people think. They understand that success doesn't happen overnight. It's a process. They are patient and persistent." Sam listened intently, taking in every word. "But what if I fail? What if things don't go as planned?" Sam asked, his voice filled with uncertainty. Mr. Williams stopped walking and turned to Sam, his eyes kind but firm. "Failure is part of the journey. Rich people don't fear failure. They embrace it. They learn from their mistakes and keep moving forward. Every time they fail, they get one step closer to success." Sam thought about this for a moment. "So, you're saying that rich people don't give up when they face challenges?" "Exactly," Mr. Williams replied. "They don't give up. They see challenges as stepping stones. Every challenge is an opportunity to learn something new. They don't let fear of failure hold them back. Instead, they use it as a teacher. Sam felt inspired. He had always been afraid of failing, but hearing Mr. Williams' words made him think differently. "Is there anything else that rich people do differently?" Sam asked. Mr. Williams smiled again and nodded. "Yes, one of the most important things they do is invest in themselves. They believe that their own knowledge and skills are their greatest asset. They never stop learning. Whether it's reading books, taking courses, or learning from others, they are always growing." Sam was amazed. "So rich people always try to learn new things?" "Absolutely," Mr. Williams said. "They understand that knowledge is power. And the more knowledge they have, the more opportunities they can create. It's not about being born with special talents. It's about constantly improving yourself." They reached the end of the garden, and Mr. Williams turned to Sam. "Sam, you have the potential to be successful just like anyone else. The key is to change the way you think. Don't think like most people. Think about solutions, embrace failure, invest in yourself, and never stop learning." Sam felt a spark of excitement in his chest. He had always admired Mr. Williams for his wealth, but now he admired him for something even more important, his mindset. He understood that the way rich people think is what made them rich, not just the money they had. From that day forward, Sam began to change his thinking. He started to look for opportunities in the problems he faced. Instead of feeling discouraged when things went wrong, he saw them as chances to learn and grow. He read books, watched educational videos, and sought out people who could teach him new skills. Slowly but surely, Sam's mindset shifted. As the years went by, Sam began to see the results of his new way of thinking. He started his own small business, and although it wasn't easy at first, he didn't give up. He faced many challenges along the way, but each failure taught him something valuable. He kept learning, kept improving, and kept pushing forward. Eventually, Sam became successful. He built a business that helped many people, and he made enough money to live comfortably. But what he valued the most was the mindset that had gotten him there. He understood that wealth wasn't just about money. It was about thinking differently, taking risks, learning from failure, and never stopping the journey of growth. One day, years after his conversation with Mr. Williams, Sam went back to the old mansion on the hill. He had built his own success, but he wanted to thank the man who had inspired him. When he arrived, he found Mr. Williams sitting on the porch, enjoying the sunshine. "Mr. Williams," Sam said with a smile, "I just wanted to thank you for everything you taught me. You showed me how to think differently, and that made all the difference in my life." Mr. Williams looked up, his eyes twinkling with pride. "I'm proud of you, Sam. But remember, the journey never ends. Always keep learning. Always keep growing." Sam nodded. He knew that the way rich people think was not just a secret to becoming wealthy, it was a secret to living a fulfilled, successful life. And as he left Mr. Williams' mansion that day, he felt ready for whatever the future had in store. Because he now understood the most important lesson of all. Success begins with the way you think. This story of Sam and Mr. Williams teaches us that rich people don't simply focus on accumulating money. They cultivate a mindset of growth, problem-solving, and continuous learning.